case study on a well-managed company. Well-managed company, how to evaluate efficiency in management of working capital of a well-managed company using the current ratio. Now friends, all of you understand what is a current ratio and how to calculate the current ratio. Current ratio is current assets divided by current liabilities, and that will give you your current ratio. Now, today in the morning, before starting this session, I was looking at the annual report of a company, balance sheet of a company, and when I looked at the current ratio of this company, I realized that the current ratio of this company on 31st March 2019 was 1.8. Current ratio of this company on 31st March 2019 was 1.85. On 31st March 20, it was 1.6. And on 31st March 21, the current ratio came down to 1.2. So what is happening? For this company, the current ratio is declining consistently. Now from 1.85, it came down to 1.6, and from 1.6, it came down to 1.2. And I was wondering whether it is a good sign or it is a bad sign. So if the current ratio of a company is declining from 1.8 to 1.85 to 1.6 and from 1.6 to 1.2, is this company heading in the right direction or heading in the wrong direction? That is the question which came to my mind. And let me pose this question to all of you and let me know as to what is your answer. Is it a good sign or bad sign? All of you.
Bad sign.
Bad sign. Okay. So who's saying bad sign?
Rajnikant.
Okay, Rajnikant, very good. Bad sign. Okay. Let's see what others have to say. I want a response to come from every one of you. Every one of you, and it should come voluntarily as to if current ratio of a company is decreasing from 1.85 to 1.6 and from 1.6 to 1.2, is it a good sign or is it a bad sign? That's the question to every one of you. And of course, Rajnikant is saying it's a bad sign. And Rajnikant, why do you say it's a bad sign?
Because ability to pay off for current liability is decreasing.
Okay, okay. So, Rajnikant, this is a well-managed company. And you know what is the meaning of well-managed company? The meaning of well-managed company is the company is making profit. And number two, this company is making profit. And since this company is making profit and it is a well-managed managed company, this company is also discharging all its obligations on time. So company is paying to its suppliers, to lenders, and to government, to everyone on time. Now that is the definition of a well-managed company. Now with that thing in the background, if you see the current ratio declining from 1.85 to 1.6 and from 1.6 to 1.8, do you still think it's a bad sign or it's a good sign?
Sir, we have to see whether the debtors collection period has been reducing. If that is reducing and inventory cycle is also reducing, then it is good.
So what must be the reason, Jehari, for the current ratio to decrease from 1.85 to 1.6? What must be the reason? Why should the current ratio of a company decline from 1.85 to 1.6? What are the factors that would lead to reduction in the current ratio of a company?
I think it's because of the inventory management or not collecting receivable in time.
Okay. Okay. What else? So is it a good sign or bad sign? All right. Now, friends, let me ask you a very simple question. Will you like your company's inventory to increase or decrease? Everybody. Would you like? You would like your inventory to increase or decrease?
Sir, optimize.
No. What is optimize?
So what is required to be there?
So what is required? How do you figure out what is required? How do you figure out what is required?
Means if the company is utilizing just-in-time purchase of such type of implementation of such thing, then if the inventory cost is reducing, that is better.
So if a company is using just in time, the inventory will go.
Using some conventional method where the inventory used to be high. Okay, now it has implemented some system where the holding period is reducing. Then I can say it is good. Okay. Yeah, it has gone some optimization automation process
हाँ.
where the process timing is reducing. If suppose earlier it has been 60 days process and for automation it has been reduced to 45 days. Okay. Then it is good.
So when will so under the just in time inventory is decreasing, under the automation also inventory is decreasing. So when is the inventory increasing and it is a good sign? Okay, will you like your receivables to increase or will you like your receivables to decrease? All of you. Jehari, will you like your receivables to increase or you will like your receivables to decrease?
Collection period should be decreased.
Yeah, so if your collection period is decreasing, can it happen that your collection period is decreasing and your receivables are increasing? Can that happen?
Yes.
How will that
If
happen?
higher sales, if you have a higher sales,
Huh?
then definitely it will increase.
So okay, so if your collection period is decreasing and your see your sales will increase, but your sales are increasing. Please remember, if your sales are increasing, then either any of your collection period is decreasing, then your receivables have to come down. They have to come down. They have to come down because doesn't really matter if my sales are increasing and if my collection period is decreasing, my receivables have to go down. It can never happen, it will never happen, it should never happen that my sales is increasing, my collection period is decreasing, and even then my receivables are increasing. This is a complete contradiction. It will never happen. So please understand, as a business, as a CFO, as a valuation professional, as a CEO, as the top management, as the in charge of the working capital management, your prime responsibility is to ensure that your money in inventory, your money in receivables, your money in loans and advances, your money in bank and cash balance should always be decreasing. Should always be decreasing. Because why should it be decreasing? It should be decreasing because if my money is locked up in inventory, if my money is locked up in receivables, if my money is locked up in loans and advances, what benefit I am getting out of it? I am incurring cost. I am damaging my profitability. And therefore, remember it forever, in whatever capacity, as a practicing chartered accountant, cost accountant, company secretary, or as a working professional or CFO or CAO, our responsibility is not only to work to reduce the working capital of a business, but also to promote the culture of efficient working capital management. That means make everyone aware in the organization that work to bring your inventory down, work to bring your receivables down, work to bring all your current assets down. Because reduction that you achieve in your current assets, remember, so much of capital is becoming free and it is coming in your hand, and you can use this free working capital for the purpose of expansion, diversification, modernization, debottlenecking, R&D and whatnot. And therefore, for a well-managed company, please pay attention, all of you. For a well-managed company, a reduction in the current ratio from 1.85 to 1.6 and from 1.6 to 1.2 is a very good sign. It's a sign of operational efficiency. It's an indicator that the management of this company is working very consciously in keeping the working capital as low as possible. And at the same time, remember, a company which is making losses, a company which is badly managed, a company which is badly managed, a company which is making losses, the current ratio will be decreasing by default. By decreasing by default. Why decreasing by default? Because company is incurring losses. So there is no money. There is no money in the bank. There is no money for buying inventory. There is no money for giving credit to the supplier. But liabilities are increasing. Current liabilities are increasing. Why? Because there is no money. You are not paying to your suppliers. So your outstandings are increasing. And therefore, please remember, a well-managed company by design, by choice, will bring its current ratio down. And that is a sign of efficiency. A badly managed company, a loss-making company, will always have its current ratio which is less than 1. And why less than 1? Because the company does not have money. And that is the reason, that is what we need to understand, that for a company which is able to bring its current ratio down by design, by choice, and that is a good sign. And remember, a company whose working capital management is efficient, when you are doing valuation of that company, you can be rest assured of arriving at fairly more attractive valuation for a company like this than to a company whose working capital management is not that efficient. So with this discussion on the working capital management, friends, let's go over to the next element of financial analysis, and that is capital structure or financial leverage or financial risk analysis.